Hello and welcome. I'm going to be talking to you today about change and what's going on right now in the world, in the energies around us, and what's happening on a bigger scale. Now, I'm recording this on Friday, the 12th of June, 2026. Now, whenever you're watching this, trust the timing because the channeled message is going to be right for you at the time that you see this. However, what I am going to say is right now and for the next probably 6, 7 weeks, taking us through to the end of July, we are in some of the most change-inducing energetic shifts that we've ever been through on this planet for the last probably at least 12,000 years anyway. Um, it's big time. It's a really big time, and I am here to help you with navigating this, to be a point of stability, to be an anchor for you, to help you through this. That's part of my reason for being here, incarnate in this time zone, to help you through these incredible times. So if you're new here, welcome. I'm Sonia Davies. I'm a spiritual advisor, and I help people like you to activate, to heal, to release trauma that has gone through this lifetime, previous lifetimes, and generations. I'm seeing a lot of generational trauma at the minute coming out, and it's so that you can cleanse and clear it. And that's something that I'm really focused on right now. So I write channeled messages every single day. They're not always for sharing. Some of them are really personal and based on specific questions that I ask of my guides. But sometimes they are for the collective, and these are the ones that I share. And I share them in video form because my voice is an activator. As I read out the channeled message, which I'm going to do in just a moment, I invite you, if you can and you feel comfortable, to close your eyes and feel the frequency of the message coming through. My guides are very strongly with me right now. I'm really feeling the energy of it's okay, we're here to help you. And I, Sonia, am here to help you as well. That's part of my purpose. And my guides come through me as a way of transmuting and translating the energies so that you can deal with them in a way that works for you as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read out today's channeled message, and it's a big one. It's a really big one about everything that's going on right now and the energetic changes that are happening. And then I'm going to talk a bit about it, about some of the other things that I got that came through as I was channeling this message, because I see it, I feel it, I embody it as it comes through. So I want to invite you now, just take a moment, just gently close your eyes, take a breath, and let's go into today's message. This is a time of great change, great changes, a reckoning, yes, for there are energies that have not been of benefit to your planet and essence. But do not see this in human terms. This is not about punishment, but balance, a rebalancing of energies that have been too far one way or another way. Yet in that rebalancing comes uncertainty for your human minds. You are not well equipped to deal with change on this scale, but not because you cannot adapt. This is not said in judgment, but in awareness. You have been conditioned over many lifetimes to follow sets of rules that mean you have learned to fear change and what it may bring. We say it is the fear that holds you back. When Gaia shifts and resettles herself to release pressure and energy, she does it in a way that may seem alarming to you, for you have come to rely on her constancy. Yet for her, it is the removal of pain, a stretch of a muscle that has been stuck in one position for too long. She breathes more freely after the stretch. so it is with you. Allow the stretch, the shift, the change, for after the change you will breathe more easily and freely. Do not fear what occurs within you or around you. These are powerful times and you are always supported. You will look back and feel the relief this time brings. Allow the flow of change, not its constriction, and know that all is perfect, as are you, in love, in light, in peace. Wow, it's a really big one. It really is a big one. And this is really talking about all of the stuff that we all see playing out around us. Now, let's talk about change. I mean, I'm gonna pick out some of the themes. There was so much came through for me in this one. I'm gonna ask you to bear with me a little as I try and explain all of it because I want you to hear all of these messages and all of the various dimensions that were coming through for me in this message today. These are times of great change. These are times of huge change, and you might be feeling them in your personal life. And they're playing out on the world stage, and they're playing out geographically, physically in the earth herself. So at the time of recording this, we've had, I'm aware of at least three really major size earthquakes in different places around the world over the last just 2 or 3 days. That's the bit about, and I got images of that happening when they were talking about when Gaia shifts and moves, it's to release pressure and energy. That's what they're talking about with this. And there will be more of that. I really get a sense there will be more of the earth physically shifting and changing, and that's unsettling. And yet, it's one of those things that needs to happen. I love the analogy I got. I got a feeling of pain in my leg as I was getting this message through. It's for her, it's the removal of pain. It's a stretch after a muscle that's been held in place for too long. I mean, you must know what that feels like. You've sat in one position, maybe with your legs curled up or crossed or something like that, and you haven't moved for longer than you realized, and then you come to move, and it's like, oh, ow, that hurts. And then you stretch it out, and the blood starts flowing again, and it's like, oh, that feels better. It's that. I actually literally got that physical sensation as this message was coming through. And that's what I feel is going on for our planet right now. Physically, geologically, Gaia has been stuck in one position for too long, and she is releasing that energy. And there is a massive energy shift happening right now. So that's very physically on the planet itself. We have the most monumental geomagnetic storms going on right now, solar flares, solar activity, the Schumann resonance is all over the place, the frequency that the earth vibrates at. I mean, there's a lot going on, and that's just the physical stuff on the planet. And we are all connected, and we are all feeling it. So I know for me personally, the last couple of days, I mean, certainly yesterday and still today, I've had the hugest headaches. And every time I've drunk water, it's gone. It's not been a constant headache. It's been one that's gone, stop, you need to do something different. And I've gone and done something different, whether it's drinking a glass of water. I've been very dehydrated and I drink a lot of water. So you might be feeling that, by the way. If you are feeling headachy, drink more water because the solar flares really do have an impact. I think I drank about 3.5 liters of water yesterday and I still felt a little bit dehydrated. So it does take its toll. So I'm just putting that out there in case that's useful for you. But these energies are impacting all of us in different ways. So physically, the planet is going through shifts and changes, and absolutely, I send love and healing to anyone impacted by those on a physical sense, in a very real world 3D sense. Absolutely, I hold space for all those people in my heart and in my daily, multiple times a day. prayers that I send out to the universe, I absolutely hold anyone suffering in those. And I also see the bigger picture, which is this is the earth stretching. She's been stuck in position and she needs to release that so that she can feel comfortable again. And that's what this message is all about. She breathes more freely after the stretch. It's like, oh, that's better. That's nice. Locked up muscle. And now it's like, oh, now it feels good. You know, that feeling after the hiccups have gone. You know, it's that feeling of relief and like, oh, that's so much better. That's what I'm getting from this. And I like I say, I had physical sensations, almost like cramp in my leg as I was receiving this message. It was quite powerful. And then the release, it was like, oh yeah, that's better. But then also I said this is a multi-layered message, and bear with me because it is quite complex. It's also saying this is a time of great change and there's a reckoning for those energies that have not been of benefit to your planet and essence. So this is saying, actually, this is rebalancing things. This is rebalancing energetically all of the things that haven't been right on our planet. And in the same way as Gaia herself is shifting and letting go of pressure, that's what's playing out globally right now as well. There is a shifting and letting go of pressure. There are dreadful, dreadful things emerging into the daylight for us all to go, hang on, no, that's not right. Now, whether you watch those things or not, and I certainly don't personally, because I don't want my energy to be caught up in that. And you may, and that's absolutely fine for you. You make your own judgment on that. I was given a message quite some time ago that my role is absolutely, how did they say it? You are not here to watch the dismantling of the old. You are here to create the new. So for me, it's important that I don't sit and watch what's going on, because I'm focused on building the new version of what's coming. That's my personal path. Yours may not be. Yours may be about witnessing and calling out and naming what's going on, and that's perfect. So I'm not absolutely not saying you need to do it my way. I'm saying use your discernment and do it what is right for you and your soul calling. However, what I also think is this isn't about judging those people, systems, processes. This is about rebalancing them. It's about naming them so they can come back into balance. They've been too far one way or too far the other way. And this is saying, no, we need to come back into harmony again. And there's a very much a lack of judgment in this. They actually say this is not in judgment, but in awareness. And I really got a sense of, even if you imagine some of the more extreme actions that are being taken by, let's say, some of the world leaders right now, and I'm not going to name them because I don't put my energy there, but those are there and visible so that we can see them and go, oh, wait a minute, hang on, let's bring that back into balance and harmony, because that system doesn't work. It's not serving it. It's like a seesaw that's gone so far it's almost gonna break, and it's going, no, let's bring it back into balance. There's a lot more I could say on that, but I'll leave that for another video. But focusing on this message today, it's also saying you have been conditioned over many lifetimes to follow sets of rules. That means you've learned to fear change. Now, some of that has been imposed on us. You know, I'm thinking about things like the witch trials and all of that. You know, we all carry the essence of that, both genetically through our DNA, through our ancestors, but also through previous lifetimes. Whether you were impacted directly or not, I mean, I know I certainly was. I've relived that experience and it wasn't a nice one, but there we go. I've healed all of that, but actually there's a societal conditioning that says don't, change is bad. This is how things are. We've been conditioned to stay on the train tracks and don't deviate off and go off on a side street. stay on the tracks. Their tracks have been built so that you will stay on them and not go anywhere else. Actually, that's a form of control, and that's taught us to fear change. What this message is really saying is actually it's the fear of change that's the problem. It's not the change itself. It's the fear itself underneath it all that is the problem. And this message is saying, don't fear it. They actually say, don't fear what occurs within you or around you. Now, I said this was multidimensional and multi-layered, and you will be feeling changes happening within yourself. I have had so many conversations with very different people over the last, certainly over the last 72 hours. Probably going back a couple of weeks, but certainly the last sort of 3 or 4 days, I've had so many conversations with people who are feeling, oh, I can't do this anymore. Something has to change. And people are noticing things that they've never noticed before. They're seeing things within themselves. They're healing things within themselves that have been there for a long time, but haven't been ready to be released. And now they're going, hang on a minute, I'm not putting up with this anymore. No, that's not happening anymore. And they're making changes and they're making decisions. And that might be you. It's okay. Don't fear the change. The change is the point where you do the stretch and yeah, the muscle's uncomfortable, but actually afterwards you go, oh, wow, was that so much nicer? And you'll look back and go, why did I sit in that position for so long? It's okay. Don't judge yourself. If you do find yourself getting caught in that emotion, really, I invite you to go, I needed to experience that. There was a lesson there for me, and I needed to sit in that position for that long. There was a reason I needed it, and now I don't, so that's okay. And this is not about judgment. There is no judgment. That sentence that they said is really strong for me. It's really coming out, really jumping out of the page as I'm sort of glancing down at it here as I'm talking to you. This is not in judgment, but in awareness. That's a really key part of all of this message today. These are powerful times and you are supported. Now, the other thing, I'm going to mention this because, again, the last 3 or 4 days, I've had so many conversations with people. You might be seeing other beings, visibly, physically seeing them. I've had so many conversations with people who have been seeing either loved ones who have passed away and are coming back in. People who have never thought about this stuff before are suddenly going, hang on, I saw that person walking through the room. Now, what was that all about? And they're going, what is happening? And that can feel unsettling. Or in other cases, they have been galactic beings. Now, that can feel unsettling if you're not used to it. And it's interesting that I've had so many people talk to me about that literally over the last 3 or 4 days. We are in a place where our galactic family are coming closer, and they're coming closer to help us. They're coming with love and support. That actually one of the lines in this, these are powerful times and you are always supported. And I got a sense as I was getting that message that your family, your soul family, your galactic family, we all have galactic origins. Whether you know what yours are or not, we all have galactic origins. Your soul family and your team in spirit are always, always with you. Your higher soul self is always with you, and you can always call on them. All you have to do is ask. Now, the thing with being human is we all have free will, and that means our spiritual support team are not allowed to come and help us unless we ask for it. And the way to ask is literally just, I tend to put my hand on my heart. I usually close my eyes and I just go, higher soul self, my team in spirit, all beings of 100% pure love and light, please be with me now. Please help me with this. And be specific. You don't have to couch it. I used to do, I'm going to put my hands up, confession time here. I used to, when I started all this kind of work, I used to be very, I'm going to say it, conditioned by having been through a church-based upbringing. And it wasn't fully church-based, but I went through the Church of England and Catholic, and anyway, let's not get into that. But that religious upbringing says, well, you're not allowed to ask for that. You have to be very respectful in how you couch your language. And so I used to be very vague in. So, for example, let's get really specific here. Let me give you a really real example. And I'm fully exposing myself here, but let's go for it. Okay. Um, let's talk about money, right? I used to say, oh, dear angel, please help me in bringing abundance to me. Okay, what does that actually mean? What's abundance? What does abundance mean? And I was using that because well, I can't say actually I could do with, can I have £5,000 this month, please? Because I've got these things to pay for. I used to be really, it felt disrespectful to actually ask for a figure in money, and that is conditioning. We've been taught, do not ask. You can't ask the higher beings for something as mundane and crass as an actual amount of money. Yes, of course you can. If they don't know that's what you want, they can't help you get it. And my guides were going, yeah, here you go. Here's all the abundance. And I'm like, I'm surrounded by abundance. Got no cash in the bank, but I'm surrounded by abundance. I've got love, I've got food, I've got a home, I've got plants around me, I've got nature, and that's all abundance. All of it is. And I'm very, very grateful for that. But I wasn't being specific and saying, I really need 5K in the bank this month, please, because I've got this coming up and I need to, whatever it is. I mean, it wasn't 5K, but the number doesn't matter. I just plucked that out for this example. But actually, if you get specific, you don't have to couch it in, dear angels, guides, and spirits, please please would you be so gracious as to help me find. That is a conditioning. Dear angels, guides, spirit team, can you help me work out how to do this? What do I need to say about this? How do I do this? What's my next social media post about? You can be that conversational, and the more specific you are, the more easy it is for them to respond and help you. So that's just a little share. I didn't plan to go into that, but actually I used to do that and it's conditioning, and it took me, and I had a moment. I went, hang on a minute. I'm not helping them to help me. Your guys want to help you. You have to ask them, but be specific. So if you're caught up in respectful language, forget it. Just talk to them like you would be talking to a friend. Oh, I could really do with this, and 5 grand in the bank this month because I've got X, Y, Z coming up next month. Say that to your guides. Ask them for help with it. Be really specific, okay? That's a little tip from me because it does make a difference. It really does make a difference. So I want you to know that your team in spirit are always with you. I want you to know that you are never on your own. And no matter how unsettling these times are, you've got this. And you are going to look back on these times and go, oh, that's where we let go of all that stuff we didn't need anymore. That's where we stopped the tension. That's where we stretched that muscle out and realized it didn't hurt anymore. That's what's going on. That's exactly what's going on. And it's going on within you at a cellular level. It's going on in the world around us, geopolitically around us. It's going on literally within the planet herself. And it's going on energetically across the universe. All of this is shifting and changing. And it's literally that stretching out a muscle so that it doesn't hurt anymore. And yeah, it might be painful as you do the stretch because it's been locked in place a long time. Some of this conditioning we're all used to has been there for a very long time. And some of that's been imposed on us. And I'm not getting into that conversation now either. But actually, you are going to, if you go with the stretch, go with the shift, go with the change, don't fear it. Just go, okay, I'm going to do this stretch. I'm going to see where it takes me. And then afterwards, I promise you, you're going to look back and you're going to go, oh, that feels so much better. I'm so glad I did that. Let it happen. Flow with it. It's going to be powerful. It's going to be beautiful. And I am here with you all along the way. Now, if you are watching this, as I'm putting this out, as I said, it's the 12th of June as I'm doing this. I am hosting a free meditation session to find calm in the chaos. That's literally what it's called, about finding calm in the chaos. And that is going to be using the most incredible solstice energies that are coming up next week on. So this is, the solstice is on the 21st. It's a Sunday. So I'm doing this on the Friday before, a couple of days before. If you can't join me live, please do sign up anyway, because you will get the replay and you can do it in your own time. This is going to be a journey through your Akashic records. It's going to be cleansing, clearing, releasing, and activating the new version of you so that you can embody the new world that is happening already, and that you can navigate the times that are coming up through the next 6-7 weeks, through July in particular. Big, big, big energy shifts about to happen. We're already starting it now. It's really designed to help you through that process and out the other side. Think of it as helping you through the stretching process. I'm going to work you through the stretch and I'm going to massage it with you. Okay, that's what this is about. Linking it back to today's message. And if you're watching this after that date, the link will still work and you can still download it and you can watch it anytime. The meditation itself will be timeless. So just click the link below regardless of when you're watching this, and either join me live if it's before, or if it's afterwards, you can get the replay and watch that whenever feels right. So the fact that you're watching this now means it's the right time for you to be getting involved with that. So click the link for that below in the write-up with this video. This has been a really long one. My apologies for that. Thank you for sticking with me. I really appreciate you. I would love it if you would like this video, and do let me know in the comments how this has landed for you. What's coming up for you? What are you experiencing at the moment? Do let me know, because I really love to know. You can always reach out to me. My links are again below in the video notes with this one. So reach out to me. I'm here to help you. That's exactly why I'm here. And please do, if you haven't already, please do subscribe to this channel, because it really makes a difference to how the platform shows this to more people. And I want to get this out to as many people as possible. And share it with people you haven't seen it yet that you think might appreciate it. I hugely appreciate you. I am here for you. I am here with you. I am experiencing this myself as well, but I'm here to help you anchor in and be a point of calm steadiness. Ask me any questions you've got, and I'll be putting out a lot more videos over the coming weeks as we navigate these really powerful times. I'm going to be doing a bit more than normal on this so that I'm here to guide you through it. Take care, and I'll be back with you soon.